Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. What I want to talk about today, this video is going to be fairly short, but I think it'll be worth watching. What I want to talk about today is how to re-spool the 4-pound monofilament on your crappie reels. I've had a couple questions, you know, how do you keep line twist out of your line while you're crappie fishing, and that's a big deal. If you're fighting line twist all day, you're not going to be as effective, you're not going to catch as many fish. And it all starts with putting your line on your reels the correct way. So let me show you a little trick real quick that I use to reline my reels, and just take you through how I do it. And I think it'll make your crappie fishing a whole lot better. For that matter, any kind of fishing. This could be applied for any time you're using monofilament or fluorocarbon line on any spinning reel. So stay tuned. All right guys, so here's the deal. I'm out here crappie fishing today, and I need to re-spool this rod right quick. I've used it for probably 5 or 6 trips. The line, it's still okay, but it's getting a little bit old. So first of all, all I'm going to do right here, I'm just going to start stripping this line off this rod. Try to keep everything where you can see what I'm doing. And you can use a line stripper if you want to. Me personally, I've changed so much line that I just usually take it off by hand. It doesn't take me long at all. I mean, I can have this line changed out, and you know, if I'm not trying to video, I can definitely do it in less than 5 minutes. So, you know, it doesn't have to take a lot of time, but I just wanted to do this video right quick and show you guys my process and a little trick that I use to keep from getting line twist. All right, so here's where we're at. I've got the line off the reel. I left a little bit of backing on there. I use a little bit of backing on my reels, and you can use any kind of line you want to. So I've got my knot right here where I tied off this line. So I took all this, I'm gonna take all this old line off, cut that off, get rid of that. All right, I've got a brand new, got a spool of Vicious 4-pound high-vis panfish line. It's what I use for crappie fishing. Just a real good line. It's real inexpensive, so it doesn't cost much to change it out. I mean, there's 2,690 yards on this spool, so my gosh, I could use this for years. I mean, it'll last a long time. One spool will. So right here I've got the backing coming off of my reel, and then I've got my mono right here. And all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tie these together using a double uni knot. You can tie your lines together however you want to. It doesn't matter, doesn't have to be fancy. They just have to hold together just for a second, but they're so far down in the spool. That knot is so far down in the spool that you're not ever gonna know it's there. Now what I've got my backing line coming off my reel. I've tied my knot. I've got my spool of line. Now this is what I want to do. This is the trick. Take that spool of line. I've got some water in my live well. Pitch that spool of line right there in that live well. Now, fill your reel up. You can do the same thing with a bucket of water. I mean, you could even toss the spool of line over the side of the boat if you want to, if you're not afraid of losing your spool of line. I have seen them sink before. But just fill your reel up. I mean, I'm literally just. And another tip I'm going to give you guys: fill your reels all the way up with line. I don't care if you're using a bait caster or a spinning reel. Always fill your reels up with line, because it'll work so much better when you do that. Now what this does, it keeps the twist out of your line. Don't ask me how it does it. I don't know. I just know that I've been doing this for years, and I don't have to fight. I don't have to fight line twist. But give it a try next time you're spooling up your reel. I promise you, it'll save you some headache. Let me show you how far I like to go when it comes to spooling my reels up. That's pretty good right there. See how it's almost out to the lip on that reel? I mean, I want that reel full of line, because that's gonna let the reel work at its peak performance, at its best. You're gonna be able to cast further. It's just gonna be better all around. Now look at this right here. If I had any twist in that line, it would be twisting up right now. There's absolutely zero line twist in that line. I hope you guys can see that, but there is zero line twist in that line. I mean, it's perfectly straight. You won't have to fight it. So guys, that's just a little tip on how I re-spool my reels. I mean, I don't know how long that took, but it was probably less than 5 minutes, I would say. It's not that big of a deal. And if you do it right, you won't have to fight line twists. Like I said, you'll spend more time fishing and less time fighting with your line, and that's a big deal. So you guys try that out. I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe. I'll see you next time right here, Brandon Lester Fishing.